Hi.
Good morning, Judge. Again, Javid, we've gotten in touch with the complaining witness on this case.
Welcome back to another explosive courtroom showdown. Today, we've got a domestic violence case that's about to get incredibly tense. A defendant accused of making death threats, choking threats, threats against family members, even threats to do harm overseas. But here's the twist. The complaining witness, the alleged victim herself, is now saying she wants the restrictions lifted so they can communicate. The defense attorney is pushing for it, but this judge, she's not having it. When public safety is on the line, no means no. This case is about to show you what happens when a judge puts her foot down, even when everyone else wants something different. Let's dive in.
Hello, I'm ADA Colada. I'm filling in for Conrad.
Come up. Come up. Yes. Miss Turner, I truly appreciate your tenacity. I really do. But the allegations to me are serious. And guys, keep it down, please. And I don't know if I'm ready because I don't want something to happen. It's too soon. It's too fresh. I don't want something bad to happen.
Well, is it possible for us to keep the address restriction and just do no threatening and harassing?
That's what I mean. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. That's what,
Because they have no contact at all if we do no threatening and harassing. They can still communicate.
Have contact. That's the point, is I don't want you to have contact with her. The allegations are serious. You allegedly threatened to choke, you allegedly threatened to kill the family, do it overseas, and it's in a repeated fashion.
Okay, let's break down what's happening here, because this is critical. The defense attorney, Ms. Turner, is asking the judge to modify the no contact order. She wants to change it from no contact at all to just no threatening or harassing behavior. Why does this matter? Because under a no threatening or harassing condition, the defendant and the alleged victim could still talk, text, and see each other. But the judge is shutting that down immediately. Why? Because the allegations are severe. We're talking about threats to choke the victim, threats to kill her family members, and even threats to carry out violence overseas. These aren't minor accusations. These are serious violent threats that have allegedly happened repeatedly. The judge is making it crystal clear. This is too fresh, too serious, and she's not ready to lift the restrictions. Public safety comes first. But wait, there's a twist coming.
She said today that wasn't true.
That's
I don't
not what
know
I was
that.
told on the recall. Sorry,
Okay.
that's not what I was told on the recall. She said that those statements were prior incidences where he had made those comments, and that the incident in question where he made the threat, the consequences of calling the police, she's claiming that he never made the gesture, but I don't have the body cams to watch it to see if that's actually what was said, which is why we're holding off on making a decision.
So what is your position? Your position is to keep no contact?
My position is no threatening or harassing. Based off of the complaint, it was very clear that she doesn't want the restrictions. And I think that they will contact each other anyway. So rather than setting the defendant up to violate his bond conditions.
No. There's no setting anyone up. We're clear what the consequence is if you try to have contact with her.
And there's the bombshell. The defense attorney reveals that the alleged victim is now recanting parts of her story. She's saying that the threats about choking and killing the family were from prior incidents, not the current case. She's even claiming that the defendant never made the specific threatening gesture that led to the police being called. This is a classic pattern we see in domestic violence cases. Victims often recant or downplay the severity of what happened, sometimes due to fear, manipulation, or genuinely wanting to reconcile. The defense attorney is arguing that since the victim doesn't want the restrictions, and they'll probably contact each other anyway, why not just allow contact with a no threatening or harassing condition? But notice the judge's immediate response. There's no setting anyone up. The judge isn't buying it. She's seen this pattern before, and she's not about to let her courtroom enable a potentially dangerous situation.
I don't want you to have contact her for the time being now. I want you to appreciate the fact that you're not to have contact with her, and I'm warning you, don't do it. There will be severe consequence if you try to have any contact with her, if you try to use anyone to relay any kind of messages. If I deem you a public danger, Mr. Javed, I'm telling you now, I'm going to revoke your bond and I'm going to make it very high. Perhaps in time, yes, but the allegations are there. I find them disturbing and I don't want you to have contact with her. I know that your lawyer has really worked hard for it, so don't blame her. It has nothing to do with her. It's all to do with me. And I'm ordering you now not to have any contact with her. Do you understand?
Yes.
Don't blame her. If you want to blame anyone, you blame me. But for the time being, no means no. It doesn't mean maybe. It doesn't mean I've got kids. It doesn't mean I've got to get my car payment. It doesn't mean I got to get my house done. None of that makes a difference to me. My only concern is public safety. That's it. Do you understand?
Yes.
This is what judicial authority looks like. The judge just delivered one of the most powerful warnings I've seen in a courtroom. She's addressing Mr. Javid directly, making it absolutely clear. No contact means no contact. Not through text, not through phone calls, not through mutual friends or family members. Nothing. She's warning him that if he violates this order, she will revoke his bond and set it sky high, meaning he'll be sitting in jail until trial. And here's what I love about this judge. She's taking full accountability. She tells the defendant, don't blame your lawyer. If you want to blame anyone, blame me. She's also shutting down every excuse before it can even be made. I have kids. I need to get my car payment. I have to handle the house. None of that matters. Her only concern is public safety. This is a judge who understands that excuses and justifications don't prevent violence. Strong boundaries do.
I'm not ready yet. The allegations to me are very troubling. And I get the fact that people try to either renounce, mitigate, recant, but I'm not ready yet. I'm just not. In time, perhaps, because, I'm always willing in time to, modify. It's just too soon for right now.
Okay.
Are there any kids in the relationship now? Good. Wonderful. So there's just no reason for you to have contact with this person for now. There's no reason. Don't. Time heals all wounds and perhaps we can change it, but for the time being, no contact. Come back in a couple weeks and then we can redo it. And then I want you also to give you guys sufficient time to do a full rip, take time to do it the right way, not in a rush when you've got other, a gajillion things going on as well. And I appreciate you really coming down to help out as well. Okay.
Problem, and I'll make a
So-
note for Conrad to have a more in-depth discussion.
The other thing is I'd like to talk to her as well, before, because I'd like to talk to her to tell her that, the ramifications, not to ever feel any type of fear. No one, absolutely no one should have to live in fear like that. It just doesn't matter. It doesn't, imagine having to walk on eggshells because of the fear that if you make someone mad, they're going to explode. No one should have to live like that. So, and I'd like to impart that, that's it.
This is why this judge is exceptional. She's not just focused on punishment. She's focused on protection and education. She acknowledges that she understands why victims recant. People try to renounce, mitigate, or recant their statements all the time in domestic violence cases. But she's not ready to lift the restrictions yet. Notice she says yet. She's leaving the door open for modification in the future, but it's just too soon right now. And then she asks a crucial question. Are there any kids in the relationship? When she hears there aren't, she's relieved because that means there's absolutely no reason for contact right now. But here's the most powerful part. The judge wants to speak directly to the victim. She wants to tell her that no one should ever have to live in fear or walk on eggshells, terrified that one wrong move will cause someone to explode. This judge gets it. She understands the psychology of abuse, and she's trying to break the cycle.
All right, so, Mr. Turner, whatever reset you want, if you want to do a week, 2 weeks, whatever you'd like to do, I'm okay. I'm just not ready. And understand that, just, I bet, best probably not to say anything. Okay, all right, thanks. All
And
right,
I'm making that note for Conrad now.
And that's how this hearing concludes, for now. The judge is giving the defense attorney the option to reset the hearing in 1 or 2 weeks, allowing time for a more thorough review of the body cam footage and a deeper discussion about the case. But make no mistake, the no-contact order remains firmly in place. This case perfectly illustrates the complexity of domestic violence proceedings. Even when the alleged victim wants to reconcile and the defense pushes for modification, judges have a responsibility to prioritize public safety over personal wishes, especially when serious threats of violence are involved. This judge demonstrated incredible leadership, compassion, and firmness. She protected the victim, even from herself, while leaving the door open for future modifications if circumstances change. The message is clear. In her courtroom, no means no, and public safety will always come first. So what do you think? Did the judge make the right call by keeping the no-contact order in place? Or should she have allowed limited contact since the victim wanted it? Drop your comments below. We want to hear your take. And if you found this case as powerful as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share this video with anyone who loves courtroom drama, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping legal breakdowns. We cover the most intense cases, the most passionate judges, and the most important legal issues. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.